Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Fallout 76 video on the channel. Today I'm going to be showing you 5 tips and tricks in camp building, some of which you guys have been asking for in my own camp builds videos, like in the comment section. You've been saying, how do you do that, how do you do this, and some of them I've just found and some of them are just really cool. So make sure to watch them all. I hope you enjoy them and I hope they help your future camp builds. If you enjoy, guys, be sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe if you're new and want to see more Fallout 76 camp building content. Thanks so much for watching and let's get straight into it. So the first trick I have to show you is one which I've literally found in the last couple of days. I've never seen anyone actually do this. I think I might be the first one to notice it. I don't know, unless people are keeping it on the down low and they're not telling anyone. I don't know, but here it is. So normally when you want to stack foundations, if you want to get to a half height, you do this. You line it all up, you try and get it as perfect as you can. But then when you have a look at a half wall, obviously this example here, it's nowhere near. I tried moving it up, wouldn't let me. Obviously all you got to do there is you've got to store that foundation, move it up. But that is the really hard way to do it. It's a really long-winded way to do it. So I've found a new way which is so much better. Get rid of that stuff and then watch how easy this is. All you got to do is use a half post, snap it into place there, go back to your foundations and it snaps right in there. Look, boom, there you go. Easy as that. You can do this all the way up hills as well. So if you want to just keep snapping them together, you can make a giant staircase going up like a mountainside or a hillside. And you can also use, instead of using the half post, you can use full posts. The only limitation is the second foundation that you add in, that you snap into the post, has to be touching the floor. Now this is a really nice little thing as well, just to show how amazing this little trick is. If you use the wooden stairs there, look how easy and perfect that snaps in. It's perfectly in line with the little concrete pillar bit at the bottom of the stairs, and it just works great. Here's the example of going up a hill as well, guys, just to show it can be done. I didn't actually record any footage of using a full post, but it can be done, and it is a really easy way to stack foundations on top of each other. Obviously, if you go up a hill like this, you can use a full post, snap it in there, and then stack them on top of each other by snapping them into each other. Step number 2 is not one of my own. This is by Morpheus GI. I will drop his link in the description down below. Be sure to check him out. He does camp builds, camp tutorials, stuff like that, so be sure to check out his channel. This tip is to make double doors. Now, it's a really, really easy trick. All you got to do is place a doorway, snap the door in, turn the doorway into an actual just full wall, and then remove that, slide the foundation over to where it lines up for you to place the second door. In this instance, luckily this door actually has like the lines of where the wood joins together, where you can match it up with the corner of the foundation, as you can see there. According to Morpheus, the easiest way to do it is open the door, then put in a second doorway, place the door and repeat the process. Now I've seen a few people make some really, really cool double doors of doing this. The main one is BlackApocolypse, who I showcase a lot of the time in the weekly showcases, but never mind, he does some amazing builds. But I don't know, we're gonna eventually, guys, I'm hoping some of you are gonna submit some camps to push BlackApocolypse down, give him a challenge, knock him off his bloody high horse and get him off there. But who knows, we'll have to wait and see. Here's a clip of BlackApocolypse's double doors right now, and these are the best ones I've seen, with the lights either side. Looks brilliant, all snaps in great, and how he got the roof to be at the perfect height there as well. It looks awesome. Next up is one which is really easy. A lot of people already know this one, but I have been getting comments in the showcases, in my own builds, how do you do this? And it's really simple. But first off, I don't know if this was just me on this day, but with the wooden walls, you can't double these ones up. I don't know if this is actually a thing, but for some reason it doesn't let me. I didn't know this until I actually recorded the footage. But all the other walls that you use do work. It's really easy. You just need a foundation either side or a floor either side, depending on what level you're building on. The first wall has to be a doorway, and then the second wall, which you snap in facing the opposite way, you can use whichever one you want. But obviously if you want to make a double, you could have 2 double doorways if you wanted, and then you can wallpaper both sides, or you can do 2 full walls or windows, whichever one you want. But that's it. It's really simple. 2 walls back to back. One's a doorway, one's a wall. Then you can edit them to whichever you want, and you can wallpaper both sides. Another thing that I got asked a lot in my Skyrim camp build when I made the blacksmith, I'll link that in the top as well, was how did I manage to put these steel posts in the corner? As you can see there, you can't. You've got to place them in the middle of the floor or the roof. All you got to do this is you've got to build up a platform. I may have done it the long-winded way. I feel like I did it the long-winded way when I recorded this. Obviously, depending on your build and stuff, it's a lot easier. If you use floors, you can snap the pieces straight into the floor. You don't have to build a platform. But here's an example of how to do it. You build some stairs, place half floors down. You can also use like quarter floors as well. They really help. So as you can see here, I used the half floors all the way along, and then to line it up perfectly, I had to use a quarter floor just here, and then I added another half floor. Basically, the steel post has to be in the dead center of one of the floors to place it. So like there, how it overlaps, so it's got half of the half floor over the roof, half of the floor, half floor in the open. That just sounds like gibberish. But then you've got to put the steel post in there in the middle. It all links in like that, then you delete it all and start all over again. Very easy, very simple, and it really adds to like the effect of stuff. If you want like a floating roof like that, if you want to make it realistic, this is the perfect way to do it. It makes it look great. And also, if you want to just change the layout of where you want the steel posts in one of your builds, if you've got like a overhead kind of walkway or something like that, it's great. You can also snap in the half posts underneath to make it like that finished look, so it doesn't look like they're floating there. Last but not least, my final tip for this video is how to stack the wooden stairs. Now, obviously the wooden stairs in camp building in Fallout 76, they're only like a certain height. They're not very high. They don't go as far down as like the concrete stairs. So all you got to do is line up the foundation, so you've got like a thing to go off to make sure the stairs are in line. And then you've got to play around with the foundations. As you can see, I'm doing like this until you feel like you get it in the perfect place. Obviously test it, move around the foundations, make sure they're in line, move around the stairs when you get at that point as well. Make sure they line up right, because you don't want a massive dodgy bump like what you'll see now. Obviously there, it overhangs the stairs. You don't want that. You want to get them in line as much as possible. Obviously you can change the height as well, so if you want to change the height depending on the height of your build, there I've got a gap, so all I've got to do is slide it over like so, and then you place the stairs and it all fits in. But that's 5 camp tricks for you guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you need any help with anything else, drop a comment in the comments. I'm planning on doing a part 2 of this, so if you enjoy and you want to see that, be sure to leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and get them comments down below of what you need help with or what you don't know what to do. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I hope you have a great day. See you later.